Good evening, everyone. This is Joe Henches with Beyond the Chart, and today is Tuesday, June 10th, 2014, and this is Technical Analysis Review of the Stock Market. All right, we had a couple of doji type days for a couple of days. What does it mean? All right, the Dow was up a whopping 2.8 points today. And basically we got a little doji star in here, as you can see, and another followed by yesterday's little doji where it was up. So it looks kind of similar to what was done over here, but you're always going to find a couple of situations like this, I guess. The key thing is is this ending diagonal still in play? And we're up above the Keltner channel. We're in a situation where let's see, the ADX is right in here. The ADX is at 16, so it's not signaling a trend. Yes, you have DI plus above DI minus. Yes, you have positive on the demand index. The RSI is above 70, so you got, again, RSI above 70 and no strong trend showing up. Makes this vulnerable. Actually, you know, I've got some call positions on some stocks. I'm a little bit nervous about them, but I'm going with them because you know, it's the signal I've got on the stocks, and we'll get to them in a minute. But this is still making me a little bit nervous. So that's what I'm watching. And the same, you know, same pictures right here with the SPX. Okay. So the same picture is with the SPX. Hasn't really changed much. I mean, where did it close on Friday? 1949.44. Where are we at now? 1950.79. So we're up 1.5 points in 2 days. That's not doing much. NASDAQ, similar type thing. Similar type scenario. New York Composite, same thing. Here we are, sitting right up in this little throwover thing, and I talked about that on Saturday. Russell 2000. Interesting that yesterday on the Russell 2000 we went right to this dotted line. I think this dotted line is what I drew on Saturday when we were here after Friday's close. And then what do? We come right up to it, and then we come back down, and you know, here we got this little pause. I think this is what they call, I think this is a harami. I'm not quite sure. When it's just a doji inside of a bullish bar like that, I think that's like a harami cross, similar to like what happened right in here before you then sold off. Not sure if I see any others by glance. You know, a regular harami on a candlestick type formation. Let me blow this up a little bit. A regular harami would be like this. Okay, a little bit more of a bar inside of this bullish bar. And harami means pregnant in Japanese. And so that's what, you know, this is typically kind of a sign of negative. And then we did get a little bit of a sell-off coming out of that. You know, again, I get real cautious. Here was another one right here. Okay. Now this is what we call harami cross because it's just a very tight little bar right in the middle of it. I believe it is also bearish, but, you know, because I note these things, I kind of see them, but I don't bet on them, okay? So it's just something to be aware of. Let's see. All right, the next thing, I think that's it. Let's take a look at short-term trading index. The 0.79 is our reading for a close today. It's starting to pull the blue line back down again, but the blue still is not at an extreme below the red line. The VIX pulled back down some today, but you know, we're still higher up off of that very low reading last Friday, and I talked about that, about how low it's been and how many days since 1990 that it's been below that point. Not very many. Let's see, the high-low index. We had the big spike on Friday, and now we pulled back. Okay, so today we only had 143 more new highs than new lows. So it's because of the action in the market today, but we're not seeing these little M tops. Little M tops. There's just a spike back, kind of like here. And so we'll just have to watch to see whether we continue to get movement down and we start to roll over with these moving averages on this or not. All right, I think that is a glance. I think that's it on the indicators. You know, again, with the kind of action we've had in the market, you know, it's not showing us a whole lot of movement. I want to go ahead and move right into the stocks. I'm going to come back to 3D systems. So tonight's focus is we're looking at 4 retail related type stocks. We'll start off with GameStop. I did have a trade idea on this, and I had a sell entry down in here. It did not get hit today. I don't think, no, it did not. Okay, so I'm going to be taking that off. That trade idea is off. I don't like what's going on here with GameStop. Can't seem to get any follow through the upside. Can't seem to get follow through the downside. So it's like, okay, we need to wait and let GameStop show us what it wants to do a little bit stronger. I mean, I thought we had a nice little potential little head and shoulders consolidation in here with a little bit bigger top potentially, but it's not wanting to go anywhere fast. So anyway, that's the name of that tune on GameStop. Let's take a look at Green Mountain Coffee Roasters. Okay, this one, again, I thought we had 5 waves up in Elliott Wave in here. You know, this sharp wave 2 down, 3 up in here, and then we had like a flat correction 4, and then a 5th wave. And so I thought we were getting an ABCA, which then meant a flat. Whenever it's a 3-wave initial corrective wave, then that means it's a flat. And that's what I thought we were getting up here in a B. So therefore, you know, I'm expecting this to come down in 5 waves. And so the fact that it reversed yesterday, strong inside bar day on this big day, I really thought today we'd kind of break down. So that's what I'm watching for. I'm still looking for this thing to break down if this little scenario is correct. But again, once you get into corrective, trying to figure out corrective waves, it starts to become a little bit of a crapshoot, honestly, because there are so many different configurations that corrective waves can take, and they can become complex. I mean, you can have a zigzag that then combines with another flat, which combines with another zigzag. I mean, it can become very complex. So you just have to be very careful once you get in it. So we're just kind of watching this. We'll see if it starts to roll back down. I'm a little bit cautious because you see this 21 pretty strongly up, breaking above the 55 in here. Okay, Lulu is another one we want to look at. And Lululemon Athletica. Okay, Lulu looks like it's trying to come off the bottom down in here, and we were getting a little bullish divergence. Yes, we were. Okay, slight bullish divergence in here that caused this pop, I think. The DI plus is now moved above DI minus, okay, slightly. The demand index has gone positive. Now, the real question is that enough of a move? It's starting to make a move in here. It'd be nice to get the blue crossing above that, but you know, maybe that'll start to happen. I don't know. We'll just, it doesn't look like a lot of strong. Looks like a lot of choppy sideways type movement in here. And if anything, I mean, you could almost make the case that, I mean, look at, you draw a line in here, right there, draw a line down in here, and it just looks like it's been chopping sideways in here. So it may be getting ready to break out, but I'm not seeing anything that I would want to step up and buy on. And then the last one, Whole Foods market. Look at this big capitulation day. That was when the Whole Foods, after the earnings, did just huge collapse. And now we're getting a little bit of a snapback. Again, you know, pretty strong bullish type bars in here with the volume. And you got this huge gap. But I wouldn't sit here and all of a sudden buy to say, oh, the gap's going to get filled automatically in here. I mean, that's a pretty big gap to get filled, you know, all at once right in here. I mean, that's just my take. I hate that the volume bar doesn't adjust a little. I'm going to get rid of that and pull this down. Let's take a look at, so DI plus has crossed DI minus. The RSI is rising. It's above 50 and rising, and the demand index is rising. So yeah, I mean, all the indicators are showing bullish. What I would like to see in here, this is my thought, I remember when I looked at this. The fact that the 10 is crossed above the 21, I'd like to see this thing pull back down below the 21 or the 10. Okay, keep them aligned, keep it pushing towards the 55, but have this pull back down below and then set up for another buy. Okay, so I'd like to see this be the initial move, come back down like a wave 2, have a setup, and then we jump on board. So that's what I'll be watching for on Whole Foods. And the last one is a new trade idea that I'll put the trade ideas details out on, because this looks like a little bit of a reversal. I've been thinking that 3D systems still needed to come down here in this 40 range, and now all of a sudden we've been kind of messing around going sideways, and now we got a bar today that I think may be signaling that's about to happen. So I'm going to be looking to try to get in with puts first thing in the morning. Got to be careful though, that first 15 minutes to 45 minutes, depending on how the stock's trading and the options are trading. I'll take a look at stuff tonight. But this looks like a double key reversal bar. Went up higher than the last 4 days trading, reverses down and closes below the close of the last 2 days. Okay, so I think it's worth taking a shot at trying to play some puts in here. We've still got you know, the 55 hard down. 55 is less than the 233, and you got this kind of a move. We'll see if it wants to push to the downside. Okay, that's it for tonight. This has been Joe for Beyond the Chart. We will we'll have another video tomorrow night, probably focusing on the BRIC countries, and I'll take a look. I'm not sure what stocks I'm going to look at this point. And then I'll probably be talking also about a new service that I'm launching, and I mentioned that on this last weekend or not, but hopefully have more details on that tomorrow. So thanks for stopping by. Have a great Wednesday. This has been Joe from Beyond the Chart. Have a good evening.